Why is my webcam not showing? It's broken! It's not showing my webcam. It's okay. We'll figure this out. It's gonna be alright. I promise. It's gonna be okay. Okay. We just need to figure out why, for some reason, my... I think it's because my other... Yep, it's pulling my camera for the other, for OBS. Alright. So we're gonna go back to this and then... Come on. Come on! There we go. Hello, everyone. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Just make me a little smaller. I don't need to be that big. I don't need to be that big. All right. Anyway, so everyone, we are mining with TNT today. Well, who knows how long we'll do this. Oh, I came up here to empty out my stuff. I don't need to carry a bunch of clay back down to the mines where I just left. In fact, I think, why don't we go sell a bit of this? We got a bunch of clay to sell. We gotta get this cobblestone cooking so we can build our house. That was the whole point of all this. Okay, and then I should bring that crafting table over here and get some chests made to store all my materials. This could be a long day. You know what, let's take this chest. That's a pickaxe. That's not an axe. That's not gonna work. Alright. Andrestea, go sleep or something, please. I'm begging you. I don't have time to go all the way up there where my bed is. Please? Oh, I thought I saw a monster in the trees. Let's go ahead and make one more chest. Just one. Oh, Adrestea, you freaking legend. What a boss. What an absolute boss. And that's all good to go. We'll leave those. And we'll just sell the rest of that, and we should be good. Oh, Garrick's AFK. Maybe that means we can get over there and use his NPCs without him noticing. Oh, I need the rest of the clay out of there. Now, they only take, you know, like maybe like 60 each, and there's only 4 of them, so I'll probably get a little more than that. But I mean, for 10 clay, getting 1 emerald for 10 clay is insane. Alright. So that's 6, 12, 18. They only took 4 out of that one, so they only took 16. Good lord. So 160. They took 160 for 16 emeralds. That's pretty good. Always worth selling my clay, because I don't use clay. I mean, occasionally I'll use the terracotta, but I can sell terracotta to these guys for the same amount, the clay for these guys, to these guys for almost the same amount as I would get terracotta for, so I might as well just do that. Oh, didn't mean to do that, good lord. Alright. Oh man, that's so many emeralds. That's freaking awesome. Do I need anything else? I have I could use mending and efficiency on my axe. Let's see if I can't get that. I don't have a book right now, so let's see if there's any gear I can get. Not you. Efficiency 1, though? Come on, you can do better. Efficiency 2. You know what? We just got an upgraded axe. So now we have 2 pickaxes, because my old one's not as good. What kind of shells do you guys have? You guys gonna get any shells? Nope. Nope. Wow. Kind of lame on the shovel front. Okay, so what... Like, I know you can pick up grass blocks with Silk Touch, but what else would I need it for? I don't know. I don't understand that part of it. Oh well. I don't really need a Silk Touch shovel, especially since I already have efficiency and unbreaking. So I guess we'll just skip on that for now and hold on to our fantabulous amount of emeralds. And we'll just move all the clay back into our for sale box. Oh, and I got all of my armor from those guys as well. Like, oh, I can't look at it because of this thing. Oh well. So I want to go ahead and start just moving this stuff over to the ending location. Looks like this one's already done. Oh, it was the top one that had it in it. Gotcha. That makes more sense. Alright. Only 12 in the amount of time that I was gone? Come on. Alright, well that's enough for us to make up a few of these and get a bit of a floor going here. Alright. Oh, I almost put my stone cutter in there. We don't need to cook that. And then we'll go ahead and place a stone cutter next to it for ease of use. All right. Now let's go ahead and chuck this in here and get going. Let's go ahead and cook up this this iron. We're going to need it. If I know myself, we're gonna need it. All right, and let's get back to the fun part. Mining with TNT. Just want to make sure that the stream looks good. Oh, I didn't realize. I forgot that that YouTube is put as horizontal. I mean, put as vertical. This is what I dug out earlier. That was fun. I think I went a little too far. We're still looking for cobblestone. We don't want to go as low as deep slate just yet. The reason being is that I want to also have a chance of getting coal, which we're going to need in order to make up a lot of the smelting we're doing. Only 11. You know, personally, I don't think I could ever trust TNT in real life, because all that fuse all it would need is for that fuse to be manufactured very slightly differently. When did I get a power 3 on breaking 3 bow? Must have got it from the mob grinder. Jeez, that's nice. Oh, my dog made eyes at me, so now now he thinks I want to pet him. I need an explosion-proof light source. I just put cobblestone down. So far I've found plenty of iron, just not finding any... Just not finding any coal or anything else. Which, I'm glad I'm getting iron. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to complain about having iron. Oh, would you look at that. After I get the iron out, I'm just going to blow up the coal. There we go. Now, I'm only doing one TNT at a time because if you do a bunch of them at once, they end up destroying the blocks. $17? Freaking awesome. Now, sadly, I don't have fortune on anything yet, so just making do at this point. All right. And this little bit of clay will make this whole expedition pay for itself. It's freaking so good. So good. I wonder if you can direct the direction of the blast with, like, if you put a block on the other sides where the blast can't penetrate. Like if you were to enclose this thing in obsidian and then out one side is open. Oh, jeez. This one eye has been really irritated today. Well, we're definitely getting plenty of cobblestone. Plenty of it. I'm trying to keep it on this level because it looks like it only carves a hole, you know, one block below and above. So I keep on just setting it in the wall at this height, then I won't have a cave that just reaches down in. I mean, occasionally it'll dip down, but by and large it seems to stay on the same level. Now, the exception to that rule will be all this dirt. I remember you used to be able to punch TNT and it would go off instead of using flint and steel. I have to make a new flint and steel. Thing is, it's moments like this where I'm shocked that I have not found more veins of coal than just this. I feel like coal is much less common than it used to be. I wonder how far until the blast radius stops affecting me. I'm curious, but I don't want to test it. So I don't have to go back that far, it looks like. Looks like I was being a little bit over careful. Hello, Alessandra. How are you doing? I'm having fun with explosives. It's way quicker than mining by hand. Well, I'm glad to hear that. How's your Minecraft world coming? Have you mostly been playing on the server, or have you been trying to play on your own as well? Oh. Oh, no time, huh? I get it. I get it. I have nothing I want to drop here. Oh, I'll drop a granite. I only have one of those. Cobblestone's a little bit more important. Yeah, I get that. One of the reasons I quit playing for as long as I did is not having time. Oh, sup, Mr. Monkey? I'm not the good-looking one you are. Stop it. Oh well, you know, if you're keeping yourself occupied with good stuff like reading or other good games as well, you know, that's at least a good that's at least a positive version of, you know, being too busy. You're welcome, Mr. Monkey. Okay. Alright. You fight... Oh, geez. Well, what did they do and what did you do? Lord. That is quite the dramatic story that I did not expect to hear today. Trying to think of what I want to handle things. Well, I understand that. I guess I just it just sparks my curiosity. Like when the police gets called, just like, what happened? As long as you're not hurt and, you know, everybody's okay, then I'm happy. Alright. Now that we have our inventory entries out, we can go blow up more stuff. I'm going to come back up and make another flint and steel here pretty soon. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do something a little bit dangerous. If I blow up, I blame you guys. Okay, I expected that to be a lot more damaging than it ended up being. That was lame. It was a little too easy to get out of there alive. It's just quicker to get cobblestone. I'm specifically looking to harvest cobblestone so that I can so that I can use it to build my house, smelting it. So I have a crap ton more TNT than I ever usually have, so I'm playing a little bit. I'm having a little bit of fun with it. Oh, is it your third stream? Very cool. Very cool. I don't know whether I should be congratulating you or congratulating myself. I feel like I should turn this into something. I should figure out something to do here. Because it's so perfectly, like, spaced. For anybody who has never actually worked with TNT in real life, which I have not, but I've seen it used. It's never this neat. Ever. That would be a good one. Oh man, that would be a... I have to go get some... I'll get a silk touch pickaxe or something like that so I get some ice in here. Ooh, welcome to the server, Lexi. Welcome back. I'm just glad that physics don't actually work in this game, or else, you know, I would be drilling this out, and then this whole cave would collapse, and there'd be some issues up above. Well, I guess it's time to go get a new flint and steel. You know, I can get silk touch from my brother's, from his trader, from his villager trader. I could easily go over there, get silk touch, put it on a pickaxe. Then let's see if I don't know if we have any. Oh, I'm underground. Of course, I can't see properly underground. I would totally turn that into an ice skating rink. I'll invite my brothers. I'll invite everybody on the server over to have an ice skating party. That'd be so ridiculous. That'd be dumb, but it'd be funny as hell. I'm still shocked though. After all that clearing, I still have only found that initial 22 coal. It's kind of ridiculous. Nope. Actually, I want iron in there still. All right. Oh, so we have all of that stone ready to go. The problem is, so I need vines. Oh, that's my mob grinder, in case you're wondering what that silly looking walkway looks like. It is. I have 3 different ways to get up there, and I only use one of them. So I need vines, so I need to get vines so I can make mossy stone. Because I kind of want to mimic the style of this grave marker that Garrick made for me. So I want to get some mossy stone, I want to get some cracked stone, and then I would like to, you know, then incorporate the tuff and the slate bricks that I have. See what I can make it look like. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how to do it personally, but it's supposed to be pretty easy. Like, it's easier than people think. Which is why it's funny when you have like the TSA and stuff all talking like, oh well, you know, you can't have a certain amount of water on. It's like you just let that guy get on the plane with tons of batteries and 4 different laptops. What are you talking about? That's the most iron that I've had just sitting spare without being used all season so far. Put that there. We are going to steal a pair of shears from my sheep. We're going to get some vines, and we're going to get a little vine farm going. I don't know if the speed that you get from jumping is a perceived thing or if it's actually real, but it definitely feels like I'm getting more. I actually looked it up, and because at one point I was trying to figure out how to get my gas expenses down because I was driving a gas guzzler. It was like this big SUV, used so much gas, it was ridiculous. Anyway, so I was trying to figure out how to make it, you know, how to basically make my own fuel at home, because I know it's silly, but in The Walking Dead they actually they referenced manufacturing their own fuel from vegetable byproducts and stuff like that. And so I was looking it up and trying to figure out how to, you know, how that worked. And funnily enough, you know, if you compost in a certain way and do it properly, you can ferment and create your own fuel. The only downside is you can't really use it in a normal vehicle because it's not like stabilized in a way that the vehicle would like. So I don't. It might work, but it just really wasn't practical. I didn't feel like blowing up my engine for a chance that I could have slightly cheaper fuel for a few gallons. You know, you wouldn't be able to make much at a time. You really wouldn't. It would be very impractical. But it was a cool idea. But rocket fuel is not something I know how to make. Ugh. Okay, so I think, if we get just some more of these fences, we could hang this over the over the back of the pens over there, and then it would be nice and out of the way. It would actually make the pens probably look a little bit better. So let's see if we have any left. Oh, we do have some left. Perfect. And we have a little bit of normal fencing as well that we can use. All right, that should work. And the rest of it we can use right now to make some mossy stone brick. Now let's go ahead and just take a bunch of this out too. I don't know why I made them too high. I really don't need them too high. Well, I lost a bunch of them. Oh, I have a step I can get up on. And I can no longer sprint. I use way too much of my sprint. Okay, so I have 46. How many do I realistically want to utilize in this fashion? Yeah, I've seen a lot of how-tos that have made me like scratch my head on like Facebook Reels and stuff like that. I haven't been on Instagram in years, good lord. But I've used Facebook a lot, and as far as I know, they're pretty much the same. What do you want? I think it's just because they're both owned by Meta right now, though. Why'd they call it Meta? That's just such a weird name. Oh, I can't hang it on there. Okay, so I'm going to use some sort of block. Oh, I could use leaves. I could put leaves at the top of it. That would work, right? Let's just grab a bunch of leaves. Let's eat some food first, huh? We can actually walk. There we go. That's better. I know you don't need leaves to grow these, but... Well, I mean, that would make sense. I mean, they kind of have to curate Facebook to be thermite. I feel like making thermite's not that hard. At least it shouldn't be. I mean, I don't remember how to do it myself, but I feel like I knew at one point. Oh, right. I should be able to hang the vines off of here. No problem. And it'll actually look halfway decent. What the heck was that? Discord's funny. Honestly, I've been having such a hard time with Discord, but I feel like that's more of a my computer thing, because my... Good lord. I feel like I don't want people to censor information. I really don't, but pipe bomb, how to make a pipe bomb getting out amongst a bunch of people who are proven to be psychotic, i.e. a lot of people who watch you who are on Instagram. Like, I don't know if that's really the path we want to go down. Alright, we got mossy stone brick. Here's the thing. So I'm going to go ahead and make everything out of the normal stone brick, and then we're going to incorporate the mossy afterwards. Kind of like an add and then subtract kind of a deal. Oh, I just kind of thought about this. I wanted this to be like a courtyard. That could be a stone courtyard, I guess. That would give more opportunity for cracked and mossy bricks anyway, so that would work for me. Getting a few little frame drops when I start looking around too much. Come on. I think I can hear my neighbor's dishwasher running. One, how can I hear that through my headset? And two, how can I hear it through the wall? Oh, okay. Well, I apparently now have a bunch of leaves I can burn. Let's get a bunch of cobblestone going. We'll cook it with leaves. Nope, nope, nope. That's not what I meant. We will do that after if we need accent material. All right, and we'll get rid of all that out of our inventory. We don't need that. Okay, so let's go. We're gonna go ahead and just sort of fabricate this. So what I'm gonna do for right now is there's going to be a courtyard. It's not going to be enclosed. There's not going to be a roof over it or anything. But the courtyard is just going to have all my building materials. There's going to be like a nice fountain in the middle. You know, keep it kind of, you know, classy looking. And then I'm going to have like a keep, like a very small, like Great Hall style keep, that will basically be my bedroom, you know, for lack of a better word. And that should make it so the whole place, you know, sort of comes together a little bit better. I'm just struggling. The main thing I'm struggling with this area is the lack of ability to keep things organized, and because I just cannot keep all my stuff together. Nope, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, I want my bread back. Give me my bread. Okay. Let's go put the shears back. We do not need to be carrying shears around. All right, so we need to figure out the outline of this build, because I kind of built the courtyard on the highest level of the ground. I feel like this should have been on a much lower set. So I kind of put myself in a really poor position to build all this. Oh, that despawning would really make my day not good. Oh, look, the vines are already almost reaching the ground in some cases. That's freaking awesome. So I think I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little bit, I have to do a little bit of terraforming. I'm going to have to bring the ground up to meet where I want the build to be. I just can't redo all of the stuff I just did. Well, I could, I just don't want to. I have zero desire to redo all that moving of materials and stuff. So we'll just build the ground back up to meet where we want this all to be. So let's go ahead and we'll make up the boundary of where we want the courtyard and where we want the walls, and then we will build from there. So you need like silk touch for this stuff or something? I got we got 3 mushrooms out of it. Very, very cool. I've always wanted mushrooms out of a mushroom tree. At least they go away quickly. I have not found a need for mushrooms yet. I still don't know what I'd use them for. I mean, I know I can make suspicious stew and a few other things, but I just don't really have a desire to do that since I have plenty of other things I can use. So we're going to go ahead and have it face this direction towards the portal, towards the mainland as well. And so we'll have it come across here. We're going to have a nice grand opening area here. The only thing is I want to have a nice open, like wide opening, but I can only have the door be, you know, too wide. So I'll leave a space for like bars or something like that. So we'll have like iron bars or copper bars. I think copper, because copper just looks better. So we'll have that be like right there-ish. I think that would be good. All right, and then I think let's make an even size to this way. So 1, 2, 3, 6 wide over there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I actually had it perfect. And then I want to have an exit out that way and an exit out this way, and then the keep So I'll probably end up having to move these, but I'll have to probably keep like right here. And then I won't have an exit out the back except for like, you know, maybe an escape tunnel or something like that in case Garrett decides to get uppity. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then up. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that lined up perfectly, so now we know that it's the right size. Okay, so we'll have this entire outer area will just be an embankment of all the crafting centers we need, the enchanting area, everything that we need will sort of just ring this outer area. And with the spaces between the doors having a subset of what each area is for. So like one area will be for specifically storage, one a corner will be specifically for crafting and mining, and the other one will be for enchanting and brewing. And so that'll keep everything in a nice equal fashion. And if I need, and the walls are going to probably be 2, maybe 3 blocks thick, so I'll probably extend that out further this way rather than bringing the courtyard in further. And this is going to be a stone courtyard, so we're going to have the ground be completely covered except for the very middle, which is going to have like a fountain and a small garden area. So we'll go ahead, let's go ahead and fill all this in, and then we'll go from there. Actually, I don't need to fill all that in. I can just put the stone brick down, and we can add more as we want, and then just use the dirt to terraform the outside. And what I also want to do is I want to make a nice road out to where I can connect up to all this, make this look like a nice presentable area, because right now it has creeper explosions, it has all types of stuff going on with it. I don't know what all is going on with it, but it's messed up. Let's just put it that way. Just trying to line this up so I can see the chat. I can't quite see the chat very well on YouTube. All right, so, oh man, I need to stop getting distracted by explaining myself. I need to pause these previews because I have way too many previews. Diorite is a decorative material. You can make stones, you can make stairs out of it, you can make slabs out of it. You can make, I don't think you can make a brick out of it. I have diorite right here. Let's go ahead and take a look at it together so you can see kind of what it does and what it doesn't do. I might end up using a little bit of diorite in my build, so this is probably a good time to go over that really quick. So diorite, I only have 10 blocks of it, but so diorite, you can either polish it and make polished diorite, or you can craft it directly into a slab or a wall, or I have 2 slabs on there for some reason, or stairs. Now, if you polish it, let's go ahead and do that. You then, I think you actually, let's go ahead and do all of it so you can see. Then you can do polished stairs or slabs. I don't think you can do diorite brick. Diorite brick doesn't exist, but you can then do polished stairs or slabs. So there's really not much else you can do with it. It's mostly just, well, not mostly, it is completely decorative. It's a very pretty material if you can use it right, but it's purely decorative. Oh. The way I like to use diorite is when I'm trying to do like a gradient from like I was trying to do like a granite, not granite, like a white stone type of pillar. And so when you're doing a gradient, I mean, if you know what gradients are just color steps basically, from one shade to the next, or maybe multiple different colors in bars. Oh, somebody's already sleeping. Perfect. It just makes it a little bit. It just color gradients just make things pop a little bit more. So what people do with it in Minecraft is they use these gradients to make their builds seem more three-dimensional, and it sort of like draws your eyes into the build a little bit more. So when you use, I mean, I'm not very well versed in gradients. I'm not going to pretend to be an expert about that. But what I can say about gradients is that they are, is that you use colors that are similar enough to each other that when you go from one to the next, it presents itself differently over time. Sorry. The shades gradually change rather than having a stark contrast between, you know, one color and another color when you want it to have a natural diffusion. That's actually something I'm going to be attempting with this castle. I don't have all the materials that I want because there's only so many types of bricks. But with this castle, I'll probably go ahead and do on a lower tier, I'll do all this kind of brick with mossy stone and cracked stone. And then I'll transfer over to tough bricks, which are slightly darker shade. And then I'll go to the deep slate bricks, which are the darkest, towards the top. Because at the top I'm gonna have lights coming through, so it's gonna have a high contrast with the light, and it's gonna look really good, I think. All right, so we've gotten this mapped out pretty generally. Oh, this is what the tough brick looks like. It looks pretty good. I like it a lot, but we're gonna go ahead and take this stuff out just because I would like to be able to finish my sentence at some point without just cutting off and being quiet. What I want to do is I want to go back to the stone brick, and I want to retain the stone brick for the first 2 or 3 blocks, and then not 2 or 3, but like, well, not 3, but more like 2. Oh, I didn't put more in there, so I've been just sitting there without new material on the way. Oh, this one doesn't even... Yeah, it's kind of expected, the leaf litter. And we'll just go ahead and use the cobble for... So we'll use the cobblestone to fill in the interiors of the walls, so we don't have like mobs spawning, we don't have hollow points in the walls. I don't like building hollow walls. I don't think it looks good. I don't think it feels good. So we're going to go ahead and flesh out the exterior walls, and then once those are done, we will then we'll start fleshing out the inside, because once we do the inside, we're going to have to break down my setup here and get it moved. So let's do the walls first. The keep is going to stretch back further than the rest of it, so let's go ahead and break this out. We'll do the outline of the keep, and then we'll do the rest of it. But the keep is not going to be near the same width. I want to have at least 3 blocks wide out here, so the keep exterior-wise is only going to be... is not going to be near as wide as the rest of it. Okay, so that should be 4 blocks on to each corner. Yes, okay. Now Garrick is offline, but I am highly concerned after the prank I played on him yesterday that there is going to be a retaliation. Highly concerned. So I guess we'll have to find out and see just how personally he takes it. All right. To be a depression? Well, I'm already there, so I'm joking. If you mean like an economic depression, yeah, I agree with you. It's gonna happen. I don't think he expected it to do well. Most authors on their first book, unless they have a lot of backing or a publisher who like really believes in the book, usually don't get much support, and usually first books don't do incredibly well. And then when the author becomes more successful, books, you know, they do better. Or their earlier books do better later on. But I think Garrett's smart enough to know that, and I think he'll be okay. It'll be hard for him to, you know, to be okay with it. I mean, it's not going to be, I'm not saying by any stretch that it's an easy thing, but he's a smart guy. He's very, yeah. Well, you know what? I streamed for probably 2-3 years before I quit. And it took my dad becoming successful before I was, and me piggybacking off of him before I was able to get anywhere. So yeah, I understand the frustration and the pain of, you know, not being successful. And I know if anyone can take it better than I did, it's Garrett, because he is a remarkably more patient person than I think that I or anybody else really gives him credit for. And it's all about expectations. If he just expects that this one's, you know, gonna struggle, that this one's gonna take a little while, then he won't be, oh geez, he won't be shocked by the fact that it's been one sale. If I could buy a book of one of his books, I would. If I was financially able to do that for him, I'd support him in that way if I could. This is the point when an author really learns their grit, because it takes strength to move past not being accepted at first. And I think Garrett's the kind of person where he loves writing enough that no matter what sales he gets or doesn't get, he's going to keep writing because he loves writing. So he'll be okay. If he sticks with it, eventually he'll get what the success he's hoping for and looking for. That sucks. I'm sorry. I have 3 different book series that I enjoy, and the authors of 2 of the 3 series are dead. It's like, so, well, one of them was, oh, I'm sure it is. when you love a book that much, it usually gets a lot of use. I was going to say something. I don't remember what I was going to say. I guess the difference between, you know, between mine and yours is that the guys who wrote the series that I like, finished the series. In fact, one of them was intent on ruining the series with how much extra he was writing that was just, you know, it was getting worse as it went, and it just wasn't good. Well, hello, gentlemen. I'll be right with you. Just lighten up the area. Was that a creeper? Did I just see a creeper out of the corner of my eye? I did not. I remember my mom used to read us Harry Potter in the car, and that was the longest time. It was my favorite book. I haven't read it in so long. I tried reading it a while back, but I think I've just grown old enough that it doesn't hit the same way as it used to, and so therefore it doesn't have the same feeling as it used to. Oh, I'm hitting a tree. No wonder I can't move forward. Good lord. Because this tree, for some reason, has not dematerialized like the rest of them did. Because there's one more wood block in it. There we go. Just so you know, the trees disappearing that quickly is a mod. It's not the base game. So just keep that in mind in case yours does not behave the same way. Okay, I'll take a look at it when we're done with stream. I can hear my dog snoring. Okay, now I have that out of the way. Am I gonna have enough brick? I might not. Oh, actually, this is churning out a ton still. Okay, so I think we'll go ahead and make all that into wood. And fill that up again. Okay, well, that's all we can do for now, for that, anyway. Go away. My dog is snoring so loud. I'm going to end up using all my cobblestone. Hold on. How have I been live for an hour already? There's no way I've been live for an hour. I think that's a lie. I've only been live for 15 minutes, everybody. Only 15. I'm thinking we'll probably end up going like a band of tough and then a band of... So probably about 4 blocks higher than this. This is something I don't see people do all the time. It's like, so I like to beef my walls up a lot. I like to have nice thick walls. Like I remember before when I would play, before I played, you know, since being back, I would literally build castles that were like 5 times the size, 5 times Minecraft scale, and I would build the walls so they were 3 or 4 blocks thick with cobblestone in the middle, just to give it like more realistic kind of a feel to it. And the reason I did that was because I wanted to have like I had mods that would like let you have trebuchets and all that kind of stuff, and I wanted to actually have mock warfare. Never ended up being able to do it. Could ever really get it to work properly, but I wanted to have, you know, a mock battle. Never got to be able to do it, but... Alright. I'm just going to leave a spot here for me to be able to have, like, a window of some kind. Oh, I didn't need it out. 3. Oh, that was only 2. We'll fill that in with more dirt as soon as we get it. Need to keep a hold of our stone as much as possible. Oh, 1 too far. All right, so I think that's all the stone brick we need. Let's see if we can make some iron bars. Because I'm thinking iron. No, I still want to do copper because I want the visual difference. Because I'm gonna get a lot of grays and a lot of dark grays going. I really don't want to have just solid, constant dark gray. I really don't want that. I want there to be a nice, you know, differentiation in color, and that's why kind of why I want that copper feel. I don't know if there's really any gold highlights that I could do, because gold sounds like it could be good. I'll take a look and see if there's anything like that I can do. These soul lanterns don't seem to get to dispel mobs the same way torches do. So I don't know if I can incorporate that at all, but I think we'll keep it to normal lanterns because I'm using soul lanterns in this build and it fits there. It just doesn't seem to fit my world over there, my castle over there, which is fine. I don't need them to be the same thing. What I need to do though, I'm gonna bring those over. I'm mostly just looking for like ways to decorate the space so it feels, you know, more like a finished space, if that makes sense. Oh, I still have all that I need to bring over. Let's get rid of all of this. Let's bring over the tough bricks first. I do not have much tough. That's going to be a problem. We're going to have to go explosive mining again for some more tough. I still need to incorporate a lot of moss. I think that would be a good next step. So let's go ahead and get these copper bars made. So I guess that leaves me with the next question of, do I want to do copper doors as well, or do I want to just stick with I already built that up. Perfect. Yeah, get out of here, dude. Goodbye. All right. So the only downside of trying to use these with doors is that they won't line up, and then the headers will not allow for a button to open the door. Now, if I do copper doors, that shouldn't be an issue, but only enough for one. Shucks. So I think I'm going to go and do iron doors just for security. Just wanted to test to make sure I can't get past that. And yes, I forgot a button. And I think I'm gonna let these because so I do want like differences in color going like top to bottom, and I'm gonna have some more green colors and dark gray colors coming in, and so I do want this to be contrasting color, but I do want it to also darken. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave it like this, and so it naturally like greens over time, naturally oxidizes. And then if I really don't like it, then I'll come to you for some beeswax. Okay. Trying to think of how I want to handle this next. Like, I know buttons would be... Oh, I only have... Oh, I only need... Good lord. So we'll do that, and then I want to do pressure plates to go back out. What the heck? What did you say, Understea? No, oxidized copper will just, if you mean by ploof like it disappears somehow, No, it'll stay put. It'll be fine. It'll just turn green and then it'll just stay dark green until you use an axe to remove it. But no, there's no effect beyond that. So it looks like I'm gonna have to set up an actual like door frame for these, so they set up like a normal door, and then I'll have to remove these in favor of copper. The only thing I'm not liking. So let's go ahead and I'm gonna leave the tough, and then we'll frame it on both sides. Oh geez, of course someone did. You know what? I like this better. I like that a lot better. Okay, and now let's just pack a little bit more tough around the edge. Except now I can't put a button on it, so it's just gonna be in the corners. That's okay. Alright, I think that's pretty good. I don't know, that looks nice. To be honest, like, if we lived closer, I'd probably steal your doors. But that's more of a, I've been watching too much Hermitcraft kind of influence than a, I actually want to steal your door kind of thing. So, like, in all fairness. All right. In season 7, Grian was forced to, as a part of a season-long challenge, he was forced to just steal anybody's door, anything that appeared to be a door, anything that, you know, well, he was told doors, but he extrapolated it to mean anything that is used as a door or function as a door. So he stole trapdoors that people use to get into their bases. He stole front doors. He stole. There was one time when somebody had a full redstone assembly that they were using as a door to their base, and he stole the whole thing. So it's just been. It was just a whole season-long issue of him stealing people's doors. You were just complaining about your doors, weren't you? Then somebody took my door in season 1. Okay, so you don't have one right now. Gotcha. So you just, from this whole time, you just assumed that it was because the oxidization made it disappear? Oh boy. Oh boy. I just think it's funny. I'm not making fun of you. I'm laughing with you. Oh, I didn't realize it was just the two of us online. I don't ever laugh at people. I don't ever do that. You know, that was a very different circumstance. And yes, I very much laughed at that because that was hilarious. Like, even watching the clip back, it was just even better. Any other gaps? Nope. But apparently Garrett was less than happy about it. I mean, obviously we could tell because, you know, he didn't give, because he took the gear and was like making a joke about keeping it. We could tell he wasn't thrilled, but he apparently wasn't happy about it because he'd been working really hard at getting his gear together. So I feel kind of bad. I ended up talking with him afterwards and telling him I was sorry that I was a bit of a jerk about it. We just never really discussed what like pranking on the server would look in this, because I assumed it would be just a, you know, you can play pranks so long as it's not damaging and so long as it's, you know, not damaging, like not anything they couldn't recover from, and as long as you help fix it if there's any damage. That's kind of what I assumed. And then, you know, we just never really discussed it, so it was never really it never really became a point that we covered. Oh geez, 6,000 blocks. That's a little far. I remember I went 5,000 blocks out of my way just to find mangrove trees at one point. Do I have enough? I don't even know if I have enough tough bricks to really make. Stop. Get a tree. Find a tree, and if you're doing it by water, find a tree and make yourself a boat with a chest, and then put all your stuff in there, and then you can sail along with that. You're a sapling collector. It's weird that we haven't found spruce yet. I can't say that I recall seeing spruce. I'm seeing jungle, dark forest, pale garden. Let's move around a little bit more. I don't know, what are your coordinates? I don't even know if I've discovered any land near you. Can I search? Yeah, I'm not seeing any. Oh, okay, old growth spruce taiga. Oh, you have it now? Right. Yeah, so because I have a mini map, I can like look at the map and see if there's any paths around. So I literally I did not have to break my boat once. Because last night my bed got obstructed or something, and so it shot me back to spawn when I died to my mob grinder, and so I had to go all the way back. Anyway, it was a big pain, and luckily 1981 negative 239. Okay. What the heck is going on right now? Is it because I'm under something? A 1,281, 1,981, negative 239. So I'll just do 2,000 negative 200, just for memory's sake. Yeah, you're pretty far into land I have not explored yet. We'll just create a waypoint so that I know where you're at. All right, congratulations, you're now a waypoint on my minimap. I know it's probably a lifelong dream fulfilled. Oh, my mines are over here. You know, if I ever have to AFK on stream, I'm just going to do it right next to a herd of sheep. This is not good. All right, I'm liking the feel of this base here. Cows are worse. I'm going to be working on getting a cow farm up and running here next. So I can't annoy people with cows just yet, but I will be able to. It'll happen. All right, so I need. Let's go ahead and make all the rest of that into mossy. There we go. Oh, I keep doing this to myself. Yeah, that's usually what happens with me. Like, whenever I get bored with a project, I just like, I'm taking a walk. Turn those into mossy. There we go. That looks a little bit better. And it's not just random. Fair enough. I wanted that to be. All right. And then this shouldn't look too terribly odd when I go back through and add in some more stuff at the top. Some more tuff at the top there. Oh, good lord. Keep doing this to myself. And I'm out of mossy again. But I think this place is coming along really good. I'm really happy with how it's looking. And I need to eat something. And then I'll add in a layer of more tuff at the top. And then we'll add in the blackstone to kind of cap it off. Not the blackstone. The blackstone is really, I think, too dark for this. But the blackstone is the slate stone. It's sort of just like a crown to it. I think it's gonna look really good. I'm excited. Okay, I think that's all I can make of the stone brick. I need to go back and see if I have any more vines grown. It looks like I don't really have much, but I can run over that jungle really quick and get some more. I think I'm gonna have to do that. No! I didn't mean to do that. Purple and red blocks and a mud brick slab. Might be some sort of ruins or something? I don't know. That's odd. Let's just let that grow. We're going over the jungle. Yeah, it sounds really odd. I'm trying to imagine what that could be, but... Sammy, you know better than to bark right now, buddy. You woke Indy. Look at that. She's so sleepy. I'm going to take a look just in case it's something that I recognize that's more natural. Oh boy. Sam, knock it off, buddy. You're fine. So that's terracotta, looks like. Not that that really makes a difference, I guess, but it's terracotta. I think. I'm gonna say I think because I just can't. I'm not well versed in terracotta matters. Oh, dude, it's just Oliver getting home, buddy. Calm down. My dog hasn't met any of my neighbors. Has only met like one of my neighbors, and no, actually, he didn't even meet him. He only met his dad or something because he was helping him get moved in. So my dog like doesn't know anybody, and so he just gets nervous. He's very calm and not. I'm wondering if it was like naturally spawning, because sometimes structures like that will naturally spawn, and you know it's weird, but. I don't know. It brings a little color. Like, I don't know. I assume some weird stuff spawn. I didn't want so many blocks at the bottom taken out, though. Don't. I have 3 different phantoms after me. Because I haven't slept in over a month. I'm so sleepy. Well, they're not after me anymore. They're more freaking out that they're dying, but... Which, I mean, fair enough. I'd be freaking out about dying as well. But with them, it's kind of like a, you know, thank goodness kind of thing. Okay. That was a bad jump. Oh man, his creation is just a little bit too close to where I built this. Okay. Just trying to figure out how I want to... So, I'm thinking I want to make myself like a little, like, graveyard. So I want to make... I want to take this down and replace it somewhere else. And then I want to make a graveyard for Garrett, saying that he died to a falling anvil. Basically recreating that death message. And... And then I'll have to prank Robert at some point and add his death message as well. Really, dude? Jeez, I am like I finally got this couch, and so I've been sleeping really badly on my mattress. Like I cannot sleep on my mattress. My back hurts so bad that when I wake up every like 2 hours and I'm just not able to cope like with sleeping. I just have like I'll wake up after 2 hours and then I'll just have to get up and do something else because I can't get back to sleep because I'm hurting so bad from it. But I bought this couch, and I think my issue with the mattresses that I've been using is that they're just not firm enough, because this thing's like it's comfortable to sit on, but it's not traditionally comfortable to sleep on. It's very hard. And so I finally I went and I took a nap on it. I'm like, we're trying this thing out, you know? And it was actually like I slept for like 6 hours straight, woke up like no clue where I was, you know, the kind of sleeps where you're so out of it that you don't, like, you wake up and you don't know what's going on. I had one of those sleeps and it felt so freaking good. It was so nice. Okay, so we finished the bottom layer. So I want to get a bunch more tough bricks. Okay, I didn't want to put those away yet. So, I'm thinking that I want to... So I want to take out the stone between the doors. So we're gonna have a central area that is like a fountain or something like that. That's sort of right out here. Okay, so we'll leave that blank, and then and then the outer rim of it is gonna be probably here. Let's dig all that out, leave that there, and then we're gonna have it'll have a wall there, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So then here we will go ahead and start having a little bit of a walkway. And we'll keep 2 blocks to the outside. And this is just to give it a little bit of accent, a little bit of, a little bit extra. We'll do it all the way up until the doors. I'm going to go ahead and take out the doors too. And we'll just have it all the way up until the doors themselves. We'll replace those doors here in a second. Okay, and then I kind of want this to wrap around and connect back into the keep. Trying to think of how I want to do this. I have a 1 space around for all the rest of it, so I guess I could just maintain that. Only downside is then I'm gonna have to cut back on the space of the keep a little bit more. which is fine. I can still extend it backwards if I want to, so I'll just do that. I'll stick with more continuity than anything else. That'll, I mean, if those walls aren't sticking out at all into the main area, then I'll have plenty of room for the walkway to progress naturally. Oh, forgot about falling anvils. Oh, nice. I'm gonna need to transplant some pale oak into this area. I think that would look really good. Well, then you don't need to get more. You already have. Do you already have saplings for the pale oak forest, or do you just have other saplings that you don't want to get rid of yet? That you don't want to get rid of, I mean. All right. Now if I just... So I want more moss. I want more mossy stone to put in as the bottom there, and then I want to have tough stone stairs as the liner. Okay, I need 1, 2, 3, 4 more. It's actually perfect. All right, and then I just need some more moss. Can I make mossy stone brick out of... No, it would be cool if I could do that out of leaves. Yeah, maybe I should. Give me a second, I gotta go up an eternity ladder. It's 100 blocks high. This could be a minute. I'm about halfway. If you ever wonder why I fall off of ladders, it's because the ladders are really dang high. Okay, I'm sleeping. Getting down is really easy. Wish there's any way to fall upwards. Alright, well, we're gonna have to go harvest some more vines. I'm not gonna be using any... I'll need some for when I do the keep, but by then I won't need any more. But I'll need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 more pieces at least to cover the fountain. Hey, watch it. I'm walking here. I literally want to like cut this forest back like another 100 blocks to either side of my keep, just so I don't have to deal with, so I can light it all up and not have to deal with mobs anymore. Okay, well, we got what we need. Let's go ahead and get another half dozen just to make it easier on ourselves next time, because eventually we're going to need more, and then we're going to be griping about having to come back out here. Or at least I will. All right. I need to get these doors back on before I get blown up. All right. That looks pretty nice. I feel like I wish there was a way to distress the floor a little bit more, like the actual like pathways. Maybe if I can find like an oak, like a color that's like just shy of being as dark oak. Like I think jungle wood is a little too pink, but oak itself is too light. Leaves? What do you mean? Oh wait, no, I should do walls in here. I mean, if you're talking about like giving it sort of a garden aesthetic, I could do that. Like, why are you still living? I'll admit I have not done very much with okay. What? How did you get in here? Must not have the back secured properly. How did you make that amazing pickaxe? I'm going through stone pickaxes if we're hot sandwiches. So this pickaxe, so once, oh geez, I instantly whipped my my volume button way high. So it's a progression. So I did not fully get this pickaxe on my own. This is the one I made. This is the one I got from Garrett. This one has enchantments on it. You are not ready for enchantments yet. Just so ignore that part. What you need to focus on right now is, now that you have stone pickaxes, you need to find iron. Once you found iron, which is, you know, I mean, you'll know it when it gets in your inventory. You got to go to a furnace and put it in the furnace and cook it in the furnace. I'll show you a furnace really quick. This is what a furnace looks like, and you can make it with by making a circle. You found 2 so far. Okay, so what you want to do is, are you only surface mining, or are you going down and creating a mine and digging down underground? Okay, so put the iron ore up here, and then some sort of wood or coal or something like that down below. And just keep, like, as long as you don't really have a choice. You have to use stone pickaxes for now. So just go through as many of those as it takes to get you the amount you need. The amount of my brain's not working very well today. Just do it as much as you have to until you get the amount of iron you need. Oh geez, you went there, didn't you? You just had to go there. So if you hit F3 on your keyboard, it'll show you XYZ on the top right, and then near the right hand side on top, or sometimes depending on what mods you're using, it'll be on the left. Mine, because of my mods, it's on the right, and you'll see XYZ, and for me it's 449, 63, negative 8,192. The second number is what you're going to be looking for. I would suggest that you mine around 16. because that's before you get to deep slate. And deep slate's a lot harder to mine than stone. So it just takes a lot longer and it's more time consuming. And I think Y18 you think would be better. Understay thinks Y18 would be better. I'm really not well versed in those points anymore. But yeah, so anywhere from 16 to 18 should be good. At that level, you'll start finding small amounts of diamonds, you'll find coal, and you'll find iron. So open up this menu using F3 and keep track of that. And then she also advises strip mining. I would also advise strip mining. If you get into a cave, then just walk along that cave, light it up like crazy, because those will spawn mobs like nobody's business, and you'll see a lot more exposed iron than you'll ever be able to use. The main reason iron has been a resource issue for me is that in this version is that I have literally not focused on mining at all. Oh, did I just I didn't know you could waterlog walls. That's cool. Anyway, I just have not focused at all about gathering materials. I've just been focusing on, like, I literally went to the nether not to get quartz, not to automate, not to do anything like that. I just wanted to get blackstone so I could build stuff. Oh, so you just went right past it, understand? Good lord. That sucks. Yeah, I usually do an iron farm pretty early on, but I didn't do it this time because I don't know. I wanted to work on other things. Most of my solo worlds are me doing a lot of, the practical stuff, and then I get bored of doing the practical stuff and I don't do anything I actually want to do. So this time around I'm focusing on the fun stuff, but now I'm having to go back and redo all the stuff that I should have already been able to do. All right, I like that. That looks good. I think I want to put, instead of the mossy stone, I think I want to put, is my glowstone not over here? I want to put glowstone in it so it has like an inner light to it. Where is it? I'm looking at it from the back and I'm thinking of everything backwards. There it is. All right, and then I'm gonna use the blue and green stained glass to do my window. I'm gonna go ahead and fill that in now because I'm guessing the zombie got in because of that. Yeah, I honestly don't know how. Oh, maybe it's only one high on that side or something. Whatever, not a big deal, not a big deal. Okay. Come on. Just that little line. There we go. All right. That should be really nice once it's framed in properly. I wonder how it would look if I threw some of this iron bar around it. Because I know that the material that they put around like the edges of the stained glass on big windows, I think it's like a copper alloy or similar to that. I might be wrong, but it sounds somewhat correct. I don't know. I'm thinking that up here though, I'm gonna move the copper up one more, and so I'll go ahead and move it up, and then I'm also going to move the green glass up by 1 as well. Okay. Let's go ahead and light it up back here. So it'll give it a little bit more vertical dimension. but at the same time, it should allow for more of the green to be exposed like it is on the sides. I think that looks good. I like the blue a lot, though. I'm not as big of a fan of the green, but I think the green with the blue looks really good. And that's another reason why I want to clear out all the woods there so I can have a better view out that window. Because there's not going to be much views inside here, in this courtyard at all. Okay, so... Oh, and I remember Garrett did... Oh, man, he did that, like... Oh, now I have to do that. Now I have to do that. Let's go ahead and test it out. Oh, not that many. Not that many. And then we'll make the rest into a few walls. And he had it... So how did he do it over there? Did he already have a slab high for the walkway? I think he must have. Yeah, he did. He did, because I remember it was just above the ground level. So I might need to make... I might have to make wooden slabs to go along the ground and then go up from there. The only problem is that's going to cause a big issue with definition for the landscape here. So we're going to hold off on that and figure that out later. I do like the idea of having some sort of... Oh, I didn't mean... I thought I was opening the table. The chest, I mean. So let's go ahead and get all this out of our inventory. I'm just going to do that really quick. Come on. I think that'll help a lot with just the general brightness of this area, because I can't really light up this... I can't believe I did that. I can't light up this center area, so I kind of have to figure something else out. Okay, that should help. I'm trying to think if there's anything decorative I can put on the top. Oh, what am I doing? On the top of the thing there. On top of the fountain. Okay, so I need to go get some more tuff. I'm going to go ahead and use up the tuff that I have left, and then see how far I get. Considering I used, you know, a lot of the stone brick. Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna need like a few stacks at least more of tuff. Oh, didn't mean to do that. I don't want to waste my tuff. How'd you get on top of the frickin' building? Like, how is he doing that? I see no reason he should be able to get on top of the building, other than the fact that I might, maybe if I get rid of that tree or something, I don't know. What am I doing here? All right, I was gonna eat some food. All right, so, oh, I already love that definition there. That looks really good already. All right, so I'm going to go blow up some more tough, I guess. I think that's the next step. I need to get some more, I need to move these farms. I think I'll move them probably like around that side. Oh. Because I want this side to be a little more cinematic. Like, I mean, I have the floating island, I'll have the castle in the background. And then I'll have this, I have this pit, and then I have this sorting system and a farm. Like, I mean, it's, none of that really fits in with the vibe. So, I must have thrown it in with the rest of my crap storage. So you really went for it. I'm just shocked that I never can seem to have enough flint, but I have stacks and stacks of gravel. Good lord. All right, got 2 pieces of flint from that. Perfect. We'll just go ahead and make ourselves two flint and steel. Probably end up using the rest of this TNT just to get all the tough we want. And we'll throw the glowstone in the bucket. And the rotten flesh, we don't need any of those. You might be shocked to hear, but no, we do not need rotten flesh. All right. Oh, we don't need bars either. And we're gonna end up moving our mines. We're not gonna end up using this entrance anymore. I'm gonna fill it in with a bunch of gravel and dirt and whatnot, just so we don't have to worry about it anymore. I really want to move towards simply just using a covered area. Oh, good lord. Meaning a mine that's, you know, above ground. And like, not above ground. Like, I can't speak today, like, at all. Like, I want to have an entrance that's, you know, in a room, like that's segregated from the rest of my base. Oh, looks like I already started. No, this is where I was getting the clay earlier. Oh, that's gonna go into deep slate. Already a stack and a half of tough. Yeah, I think brand new mines, new tunnels to explore, everything would be really nice. Okay. I'm humming like I have a thought that I'm actually working through, and I really don't even know what I'm thinking right now. I'm just humming because I feel like I should be. That makes sense. I don't know. Okay. There's still plenty more, like, into the ground here, too. Like... Hey, buddy. Are people disturbing your sleep? Those evil people. They're evil. Buddy. Good boy. Just licking my sleeve. Stop it. Okay. So we still don't have near as much tough as I want. I guess we can just keep on going. Now I'm told that near tough veins there's supposed to be a higher concentration of iron. I have yet to find a vein of iron next to a tough vein. Maybe because I'm not looking in the right places, or maybe because I just had bad luck. I don't know which. Or even if that's, or if that's, maybe they, you know, it was a bug that they fixed. I don't know. All I know is I've looked and I still haven't found one. It's something Robert said to me, like, when I first came back, and he still holds to it. So, like, you know, I typically believe Robert, you know, kind of implicitly, at least believe like, that he believes what he says, not if I don't believe him about, like, the topic specifically. But I don't know. This one's, it's coming out to be a little bit of a tall tale for me. Okay, that's pretty much the last of it in this area. Okay. I think I'm gonna have to just make do with how much I've got, because that's a whole vein that I just blew up. Yeah, not... Oh, there's one literally right here. I was about to say, I don't see another one right off. Oh, I'm not going to get away far enough. You need moss blocks? I literally have like a chest that just has nothing but like, I mean, not all moss blocks, but like just like all my organics, and I have a decent amount of moss blocks. I think that my, unless it was removed, I think that my nether spawner connects up to my nether portal and connects up to yours, so I might be able to head over your way and give you some. Well, that sucks. Like, what do you do with your dry gas? Because I made them both into gas, and then they were annoying everybody, so I killed them. Well, the reason I killed them is because they kept flying away, and it was a pain in the butt trying to get them back, and then they were annoying on top of that. Well, they're like gremlins. Like, don't let them have anything after midnight. Let's see how much we got really quick before we got a decent amount. That's pretty good. Yeah, clay wins. Clay wins. I can sell clay for a lot. I mean, a single stack of clay is like 6 emeralds. It's really good, especially since it's so easy to get a ton of clay. Guess I should just do that. Excuse me. I didn't even know you could farm clay. Like, I have not looked into it. That's another one of the reasons why I want to remove all that and relocate it, because just like it's running through a gauntlet just trying to get stuff. Mud on dripstone. Like in a crafter. But then you also have to make the mud. Depending on, oh good lord. Depending on where you are, you can get it naturally, but I know you can make farms that create mud. They're not automatic, but they work. Okay, so you craft mud and then place it on top of dripstone, or because I've seen mud farms that, like, I mean, you still have to like operate them manually, but they just, oh good lord, but they just push the mud along, and if you had a row of dripstone already set up, you could have that potentially. No, they have to be hanging from something. I don't know how dripstone works perfectly. I barely used it, honestly. I've used it a lot for lava farms. Like, I almost, like, once I get a lava farm set up, I almost exclusively use that. I, like, never use coal again. Yeah, that makes sense. I was in real trouble when I saw that one of Garrett's NPCs in our last world would sell. What was it? Would buy lava buckets for. Yeah, he would buy lava buckets for like 1 emerald or something like that. And so what I kept doing was we had infinite iron. I literally would build whole structures out of it because we had so much iron that I just never had to worry about it. And so I had this automatic iron farm, and it was amazing, and so I had all this automatic lava farm, and it was amazing. So I would combine the two, and I would sell it for emeralds. I raked in so many emeralds from that. Between that and we had a farm for paper, and so I had that going as well, which made it really easy to trade for stuff. Clay is a new one for me. I think I'm definitely getting like a stonecutter NPC on my private world just so I can have that as well, because that's insane. The trades on that are just crazy. And like when I first started playing Minecraft with NPCs specifically, like when I remember them first being introduced, they were useless. They were annoying. You know, basically the only thing good about finding an NPC village was the fact that you could raid it for stuff. I don't think I need to say it, but in short, they've gotten a little bit better. I need to get rid of this tree before I can do my next level. And I need to look up some inspiration on how I want to do these crenellations. Because this is a defense wall. This is not just to be, you know, for show. This is going to be one that I can actually defend from mobs and stuff. So I'm going to need to have some sort of lip overhang for welcome home. I didn't know you were still traveling. Good lord. So I definitely going to want to have some sort of overhang to prevent spiders from climbing in. I'm going to have to have some sort of full height post that I can stand behind to protect myself from getting shot at by arrows. I wish there was like a thing with like vertical slabs. That's something I think that is sorely lacking right now. There's no vertical slabs. You know, we're very limited when it comes to that. Okay, and all my deep slate stuff is still back over at my other spots. Let's go ahead and get some more chests. We'll go ahead and start our sorting system against this wall, I think. And we'll do all of our tough there and that stuff there, and we'll drop this here and wood there. Perfect. Like it was meant to be. My only concern is that these deep slate bricks are going to be too dark. It's my only real concern. There we go. Thank goodness for rapid leaf decay. So I'm starting to get a little tired. I mean, I slept a lot better, but I still went like almost 48 hours without sleep earlier in the week because I just could not sleep. So I'm probably going to still play for a while. I need some time to recharge. So I'll probably put on a YouTube video. Probably, I'll probably stay on here and build a little while longer. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the stream for a little bit. I'm thinking tomorrow that I would like to stream in the evening sometime. Yep, exactly. Quiet movie wind down time. Exactly. But I think I'll probably stream tomorrow night before I go to work. I'll probably do a 5 p.m. Eastern. So I don't know what time that is in Norway, which seems to be, the only people watching me right now, I think, are you two from Norway. I feel like I'm wrong about the location again for some reason. But Netherlands. Yep, I knew I was wrong. Knew it. Anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and do quiet movie time, and then I will be back online tomorrow. Thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. You guys were awesome. It was fun getting to talk to you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Anyway.